Yeah, so this is a fair use from the Act of 1976. Disclaimer, Section 107, under critical and teaching and scholarship and educational purposes, research. I am not making any money off this. This is fair use, fair use. Yeah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kahaloyim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachahakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners, whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, your chwathim, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yahweh with the lesson.
That word, that phrase, energy lockdown, that's the new COVID. They can't come back around with and give you the flu again. That already worked. Whoever took that jab, they took the jab. Mission accomplished. Now it's the energy lockdowns, which are already going on. If you look at what's going on in the world, Korea has mandated car restrictions in the public sector. The Philippines implemented 4-day work week. Cuba has a 4-day work week for fuel rationing. Egyptian restaurants now have to close by 9 to save energy. And if you look around Australia, they're running out of gas and diesel. So I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on. Now they're doing essential travel only. So not only are they pricing you out of being able to move around, because now people are saying, man, if it ain't essential, I'm not driving. The gas is too damn high. They're talking about they're running out of fuel. They purposely not paying the TSA agents, so the airport's closed, which means what? Flights are getting canceled. Your movement's getting canceled. You remember they said they only want the rich to be able to travel by flight, and the poor, the goyams, you're going to have to put on an Oculus and go virtually to where you want to travel to. They be telling you all this, all this stuff that they said, and like they telling you in real time. Y'all not paying attention. And the reason I'm bringing it back up, because you remember Trump said he didn't read Project 2025. Oh, yeah. He said he didn't read it, but yet everything that's happening right now is straight out of that playbook. That's why I said this is all planned. Just remember though that word.
I honestly have to give a bravo to the Illuminati for this one, because this is absolutely devious. It's like evil genius level intelligent nefariousness. Listen to this. South Korea calls for energy saving campaign, including shorter showers and car curbs. It's a car curb? Well, it's a private sector vehicle curb, which is voluntary for now, but could be reviewed if the energy alert level increased. What does that mean? They want less people driving private passenger cars. They want public institutions would cut back on their use of passenger cars. So what does this mean? Well, we know part of the plan is that they don't even want you having a privately owned vehicle. We've seen videos from the World Economic Forum saying the future when, you own nothing and you'll be happy because there's public transit to take you everywhere. But how do you get people to abandon their privately owned vehicles? Well, you make it so that they either can't afford to drive or are not allowed to drive because they have to save the oil reserves in their country. Because oil, of course, runs out, right? It doesn't self-replenish. No. Problem, reaction, solution. We're seeing it again in real time. This is 2020 2.0, and it's coming here. We saw it when it...
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I got this information from WWAFPM.org. Dang, what is that? Let me check that out and see what that is. Okay, yeah, here it is. It's the AFPM. It's American Fuel and Petroleum Chemical Manufacturer. That's what it stands for, right? .org. So they would know because they're the one who pushing out the petroleum, and they must know that all that's about to be done away with, so to speak, or on a lower level, right? Okay, yeah. So now that we know what this is basically where we get this information from the American Fuel Petroleum Chemical Manufacturer. So basically, they're the ones who They manufacture the oil into gas, from oil to gas into petroleum, right? So they would know, right? Because they're the one who's signing the contracts with the government or whoever that is, basically, it says the EPS passenger vehicle rule. Yeah. See, because they would know they have to follow certain law stipulations. So yeah, rule will take effect very soon, starting with model year 2027 vehicles. The rule ends with model year 2032, at which point the EPS's own compliance scenarios show new gas cars and trucks are likely to be limited to less than 30% overall new vehicle sales, right? Which in turn, kind of like the guy was saying, they was expecting you to have own nothing and be happy. And so most likely that 30% that's created is going to be for what? Most likely military, police, firefighters, something like that. But the average everyday, citizen, they're trying to phase you out to be able to get a combustible gas powered car, right? And that's and it says overall new sales drop down from more than 80. See, and that's mostly what they're selling right now. More than 80% of sales today. So 80% of car sales today are gas cars. Well, basically they're trying to phase it out. Really, they want to make it illegal to drive a gas powered car, which they kind of show you that in that movie Demolition Man. Remember the only gas powered car was in a museum, showing how far removed gas vehicles were to that society, or to society, right? They had the micro C hip. The guy got implanted with the micro C hip, and then the gas powered cars were so far removed, and it was showing you how they want the system to be able to issue violations and things. So AI was the one who was issuing the violations when what's his name, Sylvester Stallone, and his character, he said a so-called, what they call a swear word or cuss word, whatever, and it spit out a ticket. You're in a violation of article section such and such, and it spit out a ticket saying he was to pay this for saying a so-called swear word, showing you that AI is going to be the one that's implementing your citations and things like that, and basically ruling over you, right? They were speaking about that AI is about to be in the classrooms teaching the children, right? You have to use AI because they're talking about, you not only are you going to have to work from home, your kids are going to have to learn from home, but then it's going to be an AI system, an AI teacher that's going to teach your children, So this is their dystopia, right? Yeah, so this is Isaiah chapter 42. I'm in the blue letter, and then in the blue letter you have the Strongs, and this is for Strong's English transliteration, right? And basically we can go through here and get some understanding out of these words. So it says Isaiah 47:2 says, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, right? Because what America's in this jam with this war with Iran, which is going to cause which you're already seeing it's causing the food shortages, right? The energy crisis, right? But this is all what Bible prophecy, right? And then a millstone is for working, right? It's basically a tool for working. And when you work, you grind, right? And the millstone is a tool that you grind with. So it says to grind, crush, right? Following manner, grinder, like work, basically. You're like a worker, you know. Because a millstone is it's like a tool that you use for work, to grind meal, hence to be a concubine, right? Yeah. Or to be their employment, right? See, so basically to grind is to have employment, right? Which America, the employment is becoming low, right? You know, especially with this whole thing, they're going to be, you know, those who could work from home will be able to work from home, but those who are not able to work, they're just going to be out of work, you know. And it's gonna cause people to have to rely on the government for you know, for their necessities, which is like a catch-22, right? It's you know, it's good for now, but it won't be good for later, because you're going to be stuck in a bind where you're going to have to make a decision. Do you you know, you get the micro CHIP or not to continue your provision, right? Because they're taking away the jobs. The grinding is becoming low. That's what's basically what it's talking about. Yeah. So yeah, come back up here out, and yeah, because basically a millstone is a tool for grinding, right? For your job, you know. Matter of fact, let me go ahead, because I was gonna just skip it and go into that, you know, to the next one, but might as well just show that it means it's a tool, but it's gonna basically show that the work is being brought low, right? Matter of fact, it says mill hands, a pair of millstones for grinding, right? So a pair of millstones, meaning it's a tool. It's a grinding tool, which is grinding, meaning work, right? And that grinding, that work, the mill or millstone, nether, right? Because when you go into that word, nether, matter of fact, let's see it right here. It says nether. Nether is an objective, meaning lower, under, situated beneath the earth surface, often implying a position below another, right? So when it's talking about the jobs are being brought low, nether, lower, right? Let's see if we can go into some other. Yeah, see, lower, under, bottom. See, now the jobs are being brought low, lower, under, bottom, to the point. Yeah, some of people ain't having a job. You know, underground, right? Yep, some people are having to work, you know, under the table for now, but they're gonna get rid of that ability to work under the table via through the micro CHIP, via through the Palantir, right? So you won't even be able to work under, you know, under the table. Yeah, lowermost, right? So that grinding is gonna be brought low, right? Yeah, and come back out here. So if the grinding is going to be brought low, the working is going to be made low. It's this meal that what your food supply is going to be made low too, right? Because that's
Strong's H 7058. Kemach.
yeah. Yes, it's probably meaning to grind, right? Meaning your work or your grind, your job, your provision makes you have a meal, right? It says flour, right, which is for bread, for you to eat. Flour, meal flour, right? Food, So if the work is low, or the grinding for the work is low, that means it's going to be a lower chance for you to have food also, Then not to mention, we could see that via through this whole thing with the Strait of Hormuz, which meaning the trading of commerce, this trade, the open sea trade, which they're jamming it up, which basically we know they're doing it on purpose, right? This is all part of the the elites problem reaction solution. What did I sing something else? Yes, grind flour, meal, right? Yeah, see, telling you corn, wheat, which is for food. So yeah, your food, to eat. Yeah, right there it says to eat something, right? To eat something, to eat such something spoken of. Cattle, right? Food. So yeah, cattle, the wheat, the cattle, everything is going to be brought low, right? Yeah. So come back out here, and then this one, the next word is uncover, right? Which you kind of pretty much know what uncover means, to reveal something, right? So this is
Strong's H 1540. Gala.
Yeah, gala, right? To uncover, remove, right? Basically, it means to reveal, to reveal something, to uncover, to remove, depart, to go into exile. Well, I mean, yeah, depart, but basically, yeah, basically going into remove, to uncover oneself, right? To discover, right? Yeah, there you go. You're going to discover something, to remove, to reveal it, discover, or show oneself, right? And that's what they're doing in this war. They're showing that they're weak. You thought it was going to be an easy task to just come over there and bomb Iran and do this and that, but then they're basically losing this war, and now they're a laughing stock throughout the whole entire world. To reveal himself of the power, right? And yeah, showing you're falling right into Bible prophecy, right? You're losing. It's to be uncovered, to be disclosed, to be discovered, right? Yeah, and that's what it is. They found you. You're all discovered, to be revealed, right? Yeah, and that's what it is. You're being revealed, to be removed. What was I thinking? Yeah, it's just basically what it is. To be revealed, basically, right? Yeah, so that was to be uncovered, basically to be revealed, right? And what's being revealed? It says this was Locke's.
Strong's H 6777. Sama,
right? And it says Sama, a veil woman's veil. So, a woman's veil is to cover her locks, right? And then, like I said before, when you go into what you call them, a woman's hair is her glory, right? Don't really give you much on this one. Just a woman's veil, but I'll get that real quick. Yeah, so this is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 15. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is giving her for a covering. Right? See, so a woman's hair is her glory. Right? Right? Okay, yeah, we're going to come back here. It says make bare. So we're going to make bare.
Strong's H 2834. Chasef. Chasef.
Hasef, make bare. What? To strip off, lay, which kind of almost like the same thing of was it uncover, cover the lock, which, but this is it's basically uncovering it, revealing it, stripping it off, strip off, lay bare, make bare, right? Draw out, right? And that's what you've been. You got drawn out by the least of the flock, drawn out into this battle, right? It's gonna, you know what I mean? Stripped off, to strip, lay bare, draw, to draw, water, right? It's, scheme, yep, to take from the surface, skim to take from the surface, right? But yeah, basically, you got drawn out, bro. You got, you know what I mean? Yeah, discover. See, yeah, like I said, yeah, discover. Yeah, so it's just the same thing, pretty much the same thing going into that. Let's see if it has something else. Yep, to make naked, right? To expose you, right? Yeah, to come right here. It says the leg, right? And a leg is for your power, right? Because it talks about a leg is meant, because like it's an old saying, you don't have a leg to stand on, right? For you to have stability, right? Especially since you're grinding, or your job, the jobs are being made low, which means the food is being made low. You're you're weak. The strength in your leg is not there. And what does it says?
Strong's H 7640. Chauvel.
A masculine noun from the unused meaning of flow, right? A flowing skirt, right? A train, right? Like a woman have a nice long dress on, have that little train, have that little garment dragging on the ground behind her. A woman is very beautiful, elegant looking when she has a nice dress on like that. Flowing meaning leg, following meaning the leg, right? And what it says, Shabbat from flowing a lady's train. Right here. It's saying what Isaiah 47 to strip off thy train, right? So basically another meaning of what revealing you, revealing your legs, revealing your situation, You know, you see a lady who had on like a thing, and it looks like she has her body all together, and next you know there's this cellulite and all this other stuff. Once you you actually see her for real, and that's like America. It's like this smoke and mirrors, this facade. You know, this plastic shirt. That's what this place is about. It's all about looking apart when it's really not. So now it's revealing that the strength in your military wasn't there, right? And come back out here and then go to the thigh. It says thigh.
Strong's H 7785. Choke.
Shoke. And it says leg, thigh of a man, specifically the lower leg, calf, as opposed to the thigh. Of a sacrificial. Yeah, that's basically what this place is going to be. You're going to be this place is set up to be a sacrificial animal, right? This place is set up for even for the elite. The elite, it has America for sacrifice, but hey, it's actually biblical Bible prophecy for this place to be for sacrifice. But it's not just this place. It's going to be, you know, those armies in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. It's going to be Israel. It's going to be certain strategic places that all these nukes are going to be shot off. And yeah, it's going to be it's going to please the Lord for this great judgment. It's going to specifically the thigh, upper leg, the hind leg as a portion eaten, right, from an animal, basically. And that's what was it Revelation, was it 17? Matter of fact, let's get that. Yeah, and that's what Revelation chapter 17 verse 16 says, and the 10 horns, right, which thou sawest upon the beast. And that beast system is what? Europe, basically. And it goes all the way back to the ancient Europe, right? Being that that's Esau's strongholds, their power, right? And it says what was it, the Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, Portugal, England, Ireland. It says, and you know, in West Germany, you know, and that's basically that power structure that they built, you know, after they came out of the Caucasus Mountains, after their, you know, the dust, the confusion, after they lower a state of being and not being able to deceive the world. When they came out being able to deceive the world, those are the places that they took over before they took over the fourth part of the earth, which is in also in Revelations and 20, being they, you know, they had to take over all four parts of the earth, right, to fit Bible prophecy in order to bring them to this very moment now, right? That they're gonna fight against Gog and Magog, right, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which they're having a hard time with the Persians now, right? Which that's Bible prophecy, which is Ezekiel 38. Yeah, you know. So I'm gonna come back here. This is you know, and now we're gonna do Passover. And
Strong's H 5674. Aver.
Abar. So look, it says Abar or Abar. I don't know why they said bar. Yeah, but they're saying something else. But it says to pass over, or by, or through, alienate, right? And that's ultimately what's happening to America. They are actually being alienated through the entire world. Nobody wants to deal with them, right? Bring, carry, do away, right? Oh, that's exactly what's happening. The Lord is about to do away with them. So this is just, this is befitting, because you're about to be done away with. Take away, transgress, right? Yeah, and that's ultimately what America's done. You transgress against the Most High, but you transgress against the world also, right? And that's why most of your allies don't want to help you. All right, to pass over, cross over, pass over, march over. Hey, and that's what you're about to do. You're about to march over into the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, right? Right. Yeah, there you go. You're about to march over, about to send ground troops. March over, overflow, to go over, so like to pass beyond, to pass through, traverse, right? Matter of fact, let's look at that.
Traverse.
Okay, traverse means to travel, right? Because that's what they did. You traveled over to the Middle East, right? Move, to extend across an area, right? Often implying a difficult or diagonal crossing. Oh, beautiful. Hey, because matter of fact, that's basically Joel 2, right? Because that's the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, right? This is a diagonal, right? So this is Joel chapter 2, verse 20. It says, I will remove far off from you the northern army, which is speaking about America, and that's where you're at over there, basically getting revealed, getting your skirt ripped off of you, and put over your head, put over your face, like it tells you in Nahum 3, the bloody city, woe to the bloody city, right? Because that's what's happening to you. You're being decimate for all you're being judged for all your doings, man. Right? So that northern army is being removed far off from you. I mean, Salakia, but I will remove off from you the northern army, which is talking about America, Babylon the Great, which is also known as Egypt, and Nineveh, Sodom, and what's the other ones? Like I said, the bloody city. Woe to the bloody city. It's also known as the bloody city. That place you got to be woe, meaning what? Judgment. So you have to be judged. So this is where you're going to get your judgment at. And I will drive him into a land barren and desolate, right, which is the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat over there, with his face, right, basically that word traverse, with his face towards the east sea, right, towards the dang, what's the name of that sea? Face towards, towards, basically going towards where Iran's at. I believe that's Euphrates, right? Because like the Tigris and the Euphrates is that way. So you'll be facing towards like the Tigris and Euphrates, towards that way. And the hinder, right, meaning what it said, that sacrifice, that hind leg to uncover the leg, the thigh, which is the hind leg, right, for sacrifice, right. So the hinder, right, which the hinder, which the back, the last. So in America is also that fourth part of the earth. Right, the four corners of the earth. The hinder, it was the last society to erect, to come up out of out of all the nations. America's the youngest, so it's going to take that hindermost part towards the uttermost sea, which would be the Red Sea. So their backs are going to be faced towards the Red Sea, but they're going to be marching towards Iran, that military, and it's like traverse, right, which is like a diagonal, right. That makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world now. And came to the towards the uttermost sea, right, which is like I said, the Red Sea. And his stink shall come up, right? And that's when the Lord's going to destroy all the armies, all the militaries over there. And an ill savor shall come up before him. Ill savor shall come up because he have done great things, right? That's where your judgment's going to be at, One more. This is the last one right here. It's the rivers, right? Because basically that's what that Strait of Hormuz is about, right? It's pass over they can't get into that part of the Strait of Hormuz. It being blocked off is basically making this energy crisis. Whether real or fake, it doesn't matter. It's about to put a crunch on the entire world. It's a masculine noun. It says
Strong's H 5104.
Nahar, right? Meaning streams, stream, river, underground stream, right? Yeah, because there is a couple of those. Aram Naram, right? Side river, right? Yeah, because that whole thing with you being the Strait of Hormuz, you not being able to get to it. Right? Including the sea. Yeah. Yeah, streams include the sea. What is this? How do you say this?
Expectation.
All right, the expectation, the Nile, right? Because what did the Nile? It was like what is it called? The Fertile Crescent. It has a lot of nutrients. So like right now, that Strait of Hormuz is almost like the Nile right now, right? Basically, they're saying all your thing is coming from this place. This basically, yeah, to put a crunch on because that all your provision came from the Nile. It was very fertile. It was very, it had an expectation, right? Matter of fact, to the point that when Joseph was alive, he told him, "Hey, 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine, right? And via through the plenty, that Nile brought forth more than enough, You know what I mean? More than enough to put away and more than enough to have, which that's what you're going to have to go through that all over again, you know, for some people, you know. Yeah, Euphrates, yeah. Yeah, basically that's what it is. Euphrates, right? Yes, that's
Euphrates.
Their face towards the Euphrates, right? Yeah, the Tigris, Euphrates, and the hindermost towards the Red Sea. Yeah, see? And that's a major part, that river. And that's where you're all jammed up. Everybody's trying to get a piece of that. They're trying to have that the oil and a lot of the, what is it, because ain't just oil come out of there. It's other stuff that comes out of there. Trying to think. But yeah, but basically, it's basically causing a strain on the planet, and then because of that, yeah, it's having expectations to the world. I like that, expectations. Let's see if we can get through right here. Let's see what we get out of this.
Strong's H 5102. Nahad. And second entry. Nahad.
Yeah, to flow, stream, to shine, right? Yeah. Beam, light, burn, to beam, to be radiant. Right, yeah, that place was, before Iran locked it down, everything was flowing. Life was good. Life ain't looking too good. To flow together, lightened, right? Yeah, it lightened the load, right, so to speak. Because of the food, food. Let's not mention the food and the agriculture and things that could come out of that, and then it makes it beneficial because of the oil and things and gas. It made it a lot cheaper, and you can get the food, the gas, the things running stream, right? And when it just ran, it was freely open, right? Flow together. Light it. Trying to see if I can find something. Flex. Let's see. River. This is a river, but the verb is to be only used of a
Conflicts.
So it's called conflicts.
Conflicts.
So a conflex is a flowing together, merging, or gathering of streams, right? And that's where that water is. The people, yeah, streams, people. So, you know what I mean? And that's where the Strait of Hormuz is. It's an important part to the planet, obviously. Things at one point. So yeah, at one point everybody was in agreement. Everybody was, living and let living. Like you're supposed to. They're supposed to be able to get them some nuclear reactors and electricity and be able to feed their people and things like that without fearing that they anything. So many other places have nuclear capability and have all this stuff. Why they're bent out of control over doing this, and they like people said, they've been saying it for over 40 years. But this the time you decide to come after them, when they're fully equipped and they're fully ready, which is Bible prophecy. It's beautiful. It's just it acts as a synonym for confluence or convergence, frequently used to describe when rivers meet. Yeah, that would be the Strait of Hormuz, right? Or where diverse ideas, and that's what you're at. You're at a place where diverse ideas are meeting, but it's in conflict though. Forces, or forces, right? Meaning fighting, right? And this is populations come together, right? Conflicts, right? And that's where that Strait of Hormuz that we could basically go into the rivers, so pass over the rivers, and now you're there, and now you're there in a conflict, and this thing is putting an energy crisis on the entire planet, right? Meanwhile, you're getting your butt kicked, and you're being a laughing stock to the world at the same time. You know? See if they show me anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, high coast. Right. Yeah, because basically in a military fight, a high ground is the best ground to have. And yeah, they're there. You know. Yep. Yep. So with all that, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodash. I'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, to the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, and have come back to the fold, right? To your sisters, your phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, and have come back to the fold. Shalom to your sisters, your achwatim, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and above all, and Kwam Yasharallah.